The following contest is the Men's War Games match! The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
Here comes HBK himself.
Introducing first, from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels!
This is the kind of match where reputations are made or broken. It is a crucible in which top stars are forged.
And he is facing the ultimate challenge, trying to guide his team to victory despite being at a numbers disadvantage.
It's a tall task, but he's convinced himself and his team that they're up for it. They think they have just as good a shot at winning this as the other guys.
Well, I hope that confidence isn't misplaced. In War Games, one single mistake is enough to bring your whole game plan crashing down. A competitor who does not know the meaning of the word quit. He is ready for battle. He's a true alpha male.
Braun Breaker, ready to dominate.
And from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker!
Being the one to kick off a War Games match is not easy. There's tons of pressure resting on you to get your team off to a good start.
Well, lucky for him, he won't have to.
The first 2 combatants are locked in and War Games is underway.
Definitely not an enviable position for anyone to be in.
Yeah, Saxon, you've already gone through hell by the time the War Games officially starts.
Crashing down like that, having the wind knocked out of you, never a good time for that to happen.
Measured up and
Fist drop. Strikes with a kick. Ah, look at this, just cranking it out.
Just cranking the head.
look out.
Oh!
And Braun's having trouble managing this onslaught.
And HBK is in the driver's seat right now.
Sent flying over to the other ring.
There's press and the piston-like right hands.
There's press, hammering away. And any one of those shots could take you out for good. And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here.
Breaker was waiting on that.
Tag with a punch.
Connecting with a standing moonsault.
That extra rotation creates so much more force than a standard splash.
Big slam.
Measured up and
Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here.
Braun turning his attention to the crowd, putting on a little show for them.
spectacular athleticism.
Dealing out some damage and looking good doing it. Shoulder tackle. Showing off their deadlifting prowess and just tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
And Braun has earned the upper hand here.
Michaels is going to have to dig deep here.
In a War Games match, when there's no escape, I have to think that cardio becomes a factor.
Oh, yeah. War Games pushes your stamina to its absolute limit. There's no room inside that cage to pull up a chair and catch your breath. You've got to go all out from the moment you step foot in there.
As rough a landing as there can be, thrown right on top of the metal.
Just tremendous raw power from Braun Breaker. The military press into the power slam.
Braun might have brought this to a close.
And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be evened up. Disheartening position for HBK.
Full focus from Braun. Like a bat out of hell and about to even things up in War Games.
Oh my God, a clothesline.
Big forearm.
Kendo stick impact.
Weapon in hand saying, I'm up in the ante.
Bang! Take a seat at the table. Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys.
I don't want to know.
Oh, an inverted atomic drop.
Very nice.
Ooh, again.
And that was an efficient form of offense with that move.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Looking wobbly in the corner.
Shifts it back onto him. Great strength being shown here. The countdown hurtling towards a shift to the status quo.
Being let loose to surely become the tide turner for their team.
Oh, cracking the kendo stick across the head. Whoa, not quite yet.
And now we have Woods.
Overhand connects. And I don't like it, but in War Games, a one-sided brawl is all perfectly legal.
And he situated himself on top of the cage. Who knows where this is going? Going up the kick. No! Splash!
An absolute leap of faith, as graceful as anything can be in a steel cage.
Blast off.
I think it's time to make
Hip drop.
I've been waiting to see that.
Hooked up.
Small package driver.
Can Reigns recover from that?
And that was an effective attack, guys. Oh, look at the well-placed elbow right up.
High risk.
Kick lands.
Guys, hear that old familiar song. Here it comes.
Evaded.
Check out this display of power by Braun Breaker way overhead.
Military press and turns it into a power slam.
Will Breaker finish things now?
War Games has officially begun!
Smooth, he breaks the hold.
Oh, man.
Absolutely spiked.
DDT.
The head of the table cinches it in.
Oh, guillotine choke. It's not embarrassing.
He is desperately trying to maneuver out of this and successfully does.
Double axe handle.
The WWE Universe is pouring.
Braun Breaker setting it up for the military for the win. Now we see Hart.
Amazingly executed once more.
And he only stays down for a 1 count. I don't know what more this superstar could do to put him away. And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver.
He's reached the top, but he's risking losing the whole match if he falls to the outside.
No, 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 no!
See that?
crowd did. A lunatic jumping off the top of the cage.
Brett looking to send HBK home.
The influence of execution, looking to cinch it in. Can he turn his opponent over? Yes.
Sharpshooter. Submission hold locked in. Bret Hart wins. He's heading up top.
Xavier Woods walking the top.
That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys.
Here are your winners, the team of Braun Breaker, Xavier Woods, and Bret Hart.
Victory for this team, a bitter defeat for their opponents. This was a back-and-forth match. It was very exciting to watch.
I'm not going to advocate resting on your laurels, but if you make it out of War Games with a W, I'll grant a very deserved exception.